All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Bridgewater now on second down. Flushed out right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that that's got to stop.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yellow, 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 yellow. Where's your hot, hot?
Second down, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
Let's go, let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
We're going, let's go.
They'll run. This is Cannon. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Let's go. Gone.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Open space inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there of 22. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out.
Hey, receiver. We're going, let's go.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And this is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they'll run. Murray. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal.
Line out! Put your heart on!
They'll run for it. This is Murray. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Daniel Carlson now for the Viking field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Carlson is good. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Carlson now to kick this one away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Second down, Bridgewater. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Powell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. This is the running back, Powell. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. O'Neill's got it, complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First down, Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. This quarterback now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Enunwa, the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On the carry, it's Cannon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they'll go into the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go, let's go.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
First down, here's Cousins. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox.
Delta.
They start this with a run for Powell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, down in Philly, and the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Let's go, let's go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They go play action here on 1st down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And he spins past him and into space.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Cousins now. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Big hold to the 30. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Powell. And he's got some space here. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now Bridgewater. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Delta.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run with Powell, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Brian Robinson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing, Bridgewater, hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now out comes Minnesota. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 41 yards.
But there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On first down, Murray. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They go with Murray again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Cousins on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the red zone now, Cousins. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They begin with a carry for Powell, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Single, slot.
Second down, Bridgewater. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. On play action, it's Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. Airing one deep for Curse, and almost intercepted. That would have been his third pick in this game alone. Instead, fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football and everything else should be.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Henry Anderson. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Second down, Cousins. And that's It's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Play action now. Cousins. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They'll run with Cannon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing here, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Cannon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They go again with Cannon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense very happy with what you're doing.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Vikings, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Jets,